I am a volunteer, as almost everyone is who works in ISO, the International Organization for Standardization. I work with ISO Technical Committee 37, which is responsible for all translation and interpreting standards. But my regular job is a professor of linguistics at Brigham Young University. I'm also on the board of directors of the American Translators Association, and I am a translator, French to English. Within ISO, I work on a standard called the Guidance for Translation Projects. It's ISO 11669. This standard, we've been working on it for several years actually, and finally it's going to be published as a technical specification. It just passed the final ballot and got enough votes, over a 2/3 majority. So we're very happy about that. Now we'll do the final editing and it will be published by ISO. It brings together many best practices from many experts around the world. There are 26 countries that have been involved in the development of this standard over the last several years. And they bring their ideas about how translation projects should be developed and how we should work with the customer. We call the customer the requester, the organization that requests the translation, and how to make sure it's going to be a usable product for the end user, and how the provider, that's the translator, the project manager, the company involved, the translation company, how everyone can better communicate. Because if you don't have one set of terms to describe how a project is run, then there can be a lot of misunderstandings. Actually, I have found this conference very interesting. It's interesting because there are good discussions at the ends of the presentations. There are interesting presentations. Today there have been a number of presentations about translation quality, bringing various perspectives, for example, of the requester. Hewlett-Packard presented how they view translation quality, and the provider, a translation company, two translation companies. I find this to be actually a very constructive conference. I'm very glad to be here.